Good morning. Uh, Welcome to the 9th and 10th Online Faculty Induction Program 2023 conducted by UGC HRDC, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Madhupara University. Myself, Dr. Somadas, Assistant Professor, School of Medical Sciences, Department of Pharmaceutical Technology from Adams University, is going to present before you on the topic Rising of Indian Pharma Industry. So I welcome all the participants present on the 9 and 10th online faculty induction program. This program is related to the rising of the pharmaceutical sciences, how the pharmaceutical industry has become one of the most developed sector of in the recent times, and how it is globally it is a challenging field, and why and how it has become one of the most important industries globally. So, uh, pharmaceutical industry actually discovers, develops, produces, and markets drugs or pharmaceutical drugs for use as medications to be administered to patients with the aim to cure them, to vaccinate them, to alleviate the symptoms of diseases. So, what happens? Many questions actually rise up in the mind of the common people that we have seen medicines, we have seen the drugs, and when we get diseases, we take the drugs, we take the medicines to alleviate our disease for the treatment of our disease. But when we become technical people in the technical these pharmaceutical sciences and all, so many questions arise in our mind that is it really imaging the subject, what is the role of the pharmaceutical industry, if I choose the profession of the pharmaceutical industry, whether it will be right, whether it will be wrong for me. The answer is the profession is right. Why? Because it is one of the most important sector or industry sector now rising globally. So how it is rising globally because this pharma industry it is a backbone of the health sector. The pharma industry in India is valued at an estimated of US $42 billion, and India is one of the world's largest producer of these generic medicines. The country's pharmaceutical market has been playing a key role in the global pharmaceutical industry in the year 2021 and is expected to grow further and further in the coming years. So India ranks now third in the worldwide for pharmaceutical production by volume and export pharmaceuticals to more than 200 countries and territories, and also our nation, also our country is one of the largest producer of the generic medicines in India. Now from the government of India, I think we have seen that the government is focusing more on the prescriptions of the generic medicines rather than the branded medicines. Because our country, the branded medicines are more costly. Generic medicines, why we are focusing? The generic medicines we are focusing because to reach the remote areas of our villages present in our country. So what is the status of Indian pharma sector? So I said already it is the largest provider of generic drugs globally. It supplies over 50% of global demand for various vaccines, 40% of generic demand in the US, and 25% of all the medicines in the UK. So globally, India ranks third actually in terms of pharmaceutical production by volume and 40 by value. In terms of value, it is 40. And it has more than 30% share in the global generic market. but less than 1% share in the new molecular entity space. So actually in the new molecular entity, that means in the focusing in the, we should focus more on the research areas of drugs from our nation. So we have wide zone of these research programs, and now our honorable Prime Minister, he is also focusing on the research areas, how to develop the research so that we can get more share in the new molecular entity space. New molecular means a new compound which has not previously been approved for use in humans. So when we develop new compound, actually there are a lot of procedures like we have to go through to bring that. Once the compound is isolated, once the compound is designated by FDA, so we have to move. So this pharma industry, it is a backbone of this healthcare sector. Now we should know that what are the key contributions lie behind the pharma industry, because there are various types of key contributions, like industry strives to eradicate and eliminate disease, pharmaceutical companies boost the global economy, so it is very important. So for the global economy, it reduces pains and sufferings of the common people, of the patients. We manufacture vaccines, we save money, which is also safe. And for some diseases, the conventional drug therapy doesn't work, so we have to go for the parenteral drug therapy. And industry, when it has been set up, it employs millions of people. So generation of employment is here. Hospital stays are also shorter. Okay. So the top pharma industries in India like Cipla, Aurobindo, Ranbaxy, Sun Pharma, so they are all involved together in transforming tomorrow's health. We have seen that in earlier days we suffered from maximum communicable disease. Now we are suffering from non-communicable disease. So our industries, our pharma industries are responsible for transforming from communicable to non-communicable diseases. Also non-communicable diseases are called lifestyle diseases, though we are fighting a lot with the various types of lifestyle diseases. So many people after passing of class 12 and higher studies, they think of higher studies. Also think of what are the career options. It may be limitless or it is limited in the pharma sector. Yes, it is limitless, because now one of the reason is that Indian pharma resource for the entire world. It is constantly expanding. It is constantly extending. It is becoming more and more diverse and opening up innumerable job opportunities for the aspiring candidates. So it is the sunrise sector for India's economy. We can term pharma industry as a sunrise sector for the India's economy. Because 21-22, the Indian pharmaceutical industry is expected to reach from $42 to $65 billion by 2024, and massive growth of the industry contributed to the domestic manufacturers and leadership in providing generic formulations. So what are the benefits people may think of working in pharmaceutical sector and all? So you can get good career prospects. You can frequently possible for individuals to work from home sometime. Field work is always there, and job usually includes international travel, training, conferences, research, and other sectors, and good remuneration. It depends, of course, on the type of job you choose, and opportunity to improve language. So several factors across global pharmaceutical companies, like low cost of production due to a variety of factors, big market not only for life-saving but also lifestyle drugs. So these are some of the reasons, factors which attract global pharmaceutical companies to India. And also India has a lot of numbers of US FDA approved plant outside the US. Career opportunities, we can think of in academia, we can think in industry, we can think in healthcare, we can think government jobs. Many government jobs are available, and others like scientific writers, editors. So we have seen that there are a lot of options we can choose if we choose our pharmaceutical sector as our professional. But what are some of the challenges faced by pharma industry? New diseases like we faced COVID-19, we worked a lot, scientists worked a lot, and you see that now in the 2023 we have eradicated this COVID. So new diseases, carbon cost, medical infrastructure, and some regulations are of course a challenging factor faced by the pharma industry. So India, a significant player in global medicines industries. I've already told that 40% of generic demand in the US, 50% of global demand for a variety of vaccines, and 1.52 trillion up. So it is rising up. So I put the topic that rising of Indian pharma drug industry. Actually, people making why we should choose pharmaceutical as our profession. So there are actually this is one of the reasons that we can choose. So product manufacturing cycle goes on. It involves production process. It involves quality assurance. It involves customer order. So a cycle is being created. So we call PMC, that is product manufacturing cycle. So pharmaceutical dosage form like Covaxin from Bharat Biotech was developed in collaboration with ICMR. So announcing the vaccine development milestone by this Dr. Krishna Ila. So when announced Covaxin when it was put in the market. So this how we produce. Biocon is involved also for life-saving drugs. Okay, and announcing the so here actually some only I have put that how it is being created in the industry, how medicines are created. Because many of us have seen the medicine, but we have not seen how it is manufactured. So saga of rising. So it is expected that industry will have worth more than 45 billion USD dollar by the next decade, and it is going to be one of the top 10 clubs of pharma-based markets in the world. And low cost of production and products of international standards are two big contributors to business growth. And due to contract research and manufacturing service, there will be a high trust to the business. So it is a rewarding profession. I believe pharmaceutical technology is a rewarding profession because pharmaceutical innovation holds the greatest promise for providing long-term sustainable solutions to our current and future healthcare challenges worldwide. It is a process of discovering and developing. So in the global pharmaceutical sector, India is a significant and rising player. So Indian medicines are preferred worldwide, thereby making our nation, our country, pharmacy of the world. And thank you all the participants from my side, from Department of Pharmaceutical Technology, School of Medical Sciences, Adamas University. I hope everyone, I believe, to stay positive, to work hard and make our nation pharmacy of the world because we serve the humanity by producing and by providing the life-saving drugs to our patients. Thank you.